Super EZA incoming, but should you use your coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are talking about the Super EZA for the Tech Grim Reaper of Justice Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This is the second ever unit to receive a Super EZA, and oh my, is he quite good. Players on the JP side of the game have been enjoying this guy quite well, and knowing now where we're at on global, we have moved the Int Dokkan Fest TUR EZA Gotenks forward, which means there's a chance that this guy is coming soon. But even if he's not, he's currently available on a banner, which means he is available for coins. So the question we're going to answer is, should you use 150 coins to purchase this character? Well, in order to answer that question, we have to look at a couple of things. Number one, we got to talk about the unit itself, and then we got to kind of look ahead to what are the future Super EZAs, because it's very dependent on who's coming next and, you know, obviously your own box. So let's take a moment and let's look at what he's doing. So upon Super EZA, nothing is changing about any of his leader skill, his super attacks. Those are all the same. So what you're seeing here is everything he was already doing before. He has basically 3 different versions of his ki. He has his 9 to 10 ki, which is the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which will raise his attack for 1 turn. That's a 30% raise. He has his 12 key, right, which is basically max key super for a TUR, which is also the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense by 50%. But he also has an 11 key super that massively raises his attack for the turn. That is a 100% attack raise. That is pretty big. Now, on a character that EZA'd what he did, that didn't seem like much. It was just a little extra oomph for a character that, you know, wasn't really all that stellar to begin with. But when taken into the fact everything that he's doing on a Super EZA, you end up with some pretty silly stuff when you consider everything that his passive is now doing, right? He is now attack and defense 150%, 200% attack, and defense 100% when performing a super attack. He gives all superclass allies defense 33% and extreme allies attack 33% for 3 turns from the start of from the first appearance. He also gets attack and defense 100% when ki is 11 or less. He also gets attack and defense 50% up to 150% with each attack super attack performed. He also has a chance of performing a critical hit and reduces damage received by 50% for the turn in which the ki is 11, and all allies attacking in the same turn obtain ki spheres. He has a high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, and an additional chance to evade 33% when performing a super attack when ki is 12. So basically what this means is when using this character, while he does have an extra chance to dodge on his 12 key, for the most part, you are prioritizing his 11 key because of what's happening there, right? When you get that 11 key, not only do you have a 50% chance to crit, you do have 50% damage reduction. On top of all that, you get an extra 100% attack and defense, plus all the attack and defense that he's getting. So think about it this way. On the 11 key, he super attacks. He's getting a 150% attack multiplier, 200% attack multiplier. So it's already 350% attack multiplier. Then he's got a 400% attack multiplier on top of that, right? Then factor in, right, his build that he's getting every turn. Let's assume you've gotten, let's just say he does 1 attack per turn, right? 1 attack per turn. So by his 3rd appearance, he's got another 150, right? So that's 300, 500, 600% attack and defense by the time he's fully built up. That is some insane power, and it causes some silly numbers, right? And I mean, just look at this, right? So this is what a lot of people are seeing out of him. Numbers similar to this based on dupe level, right? We're talking 24, 29, almost 30 million. Like, it's kind of insane what he's doing, right? Now, granted, this is probably at rainbow status, this Gotenks, posted by Halvard here, shout out to him, but it's still like, I mean, it just kind of shows you offensively, the dude is an absolute beast. And add on to the fact that he's massively raising attack for the turn, meaning he's getting 100% raise. So consider this, that next attack following that one's going to be even more powerful, right? I mean, on average, up until that final hit, right, you're probably looking at around 15 to 18 million, depending on dupe level, and which is still very, very impressive for a hit, right? And then, you know, give him a little extra hidden potential additional, and you've got a recipe for a very, very powerful high damage turn. So, I mean, in terms of super EZAs, I mean, they hit the ground running. This dude is bonkers. He's great, just as good as the AGL Super Saiyan 3. So the question is, knowing that, all right, and knowing that now on Global we have this new category banner, which means you can now grab this guy for coins. He is 150 coins, right? Really, really low, as all the original DFEs were, right? AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they put him in the shop. You could buy him for 150 coins. You could buy this for 150 coins as well. I don't know if this will, I'm pretty sure this will maintain the amount that it costs up until we get to the first one. I think it'll go all the way up until the category leads, actually, which then jump up to 400, right? Everything below that, these guys were 150, and I think moving into the 120s, which were after these guys, we're looking at, I think they were 200, right? So, I mean, for the time being, you're looking at 150 purchase. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but know that that's basically 11 multis, right? So if you had 0 coins right now, you would have to do 11 multis in order to pick this guy up. So something worth considering. If you are going to pick this guy up with coins, that's what you would have to do to recover. Now, if you plan on doing that much on Golden Week, good for you. You got this covered. No harm, no foul, right? But if you aren't planning to summon until Anniversary, and you know there's some cards on that Anniversary banner, this may not be such a good idea. And I said the same thing about the AGL Goku, right? When we begin to look at the lists of units who are going to be super easy, right? It's basically all the original DFEs, the guys who were originally on the Red Stones, starting from Dokkan Fest AGL Goku all the way up to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, right? That's basically the first round, and then we got introduced to Gogeta and Janemba. All of those guys are slated to Super EZA. Now, they did a surprise turn and jumped into Gotenks, which kind of messes, I don't want to say messes anything up, but it means, you know, expect the unexpected when it comes to these Super EZAs. I mean, heck, for all we know, the next one could be a 120 lead. Well, we won't know. It seems like it's more themed around the celebration than anything else. So think about those cards. Think about the ones you're missing, right? And then consider who of those ones you would really like to spend. Like, for example, I'm just going to pull up the ones on the 9th anniversary here. Now, it doesn't have the original ones, right, up to Super Saiyan, I think it stopped, yeah, so it doesn't have anybody below Beerus. But imagine this guy is coming up on his STR Cell, and you don't have him. He's going to cost you 150 coins. If this guy ends up being much better than Gotenks, you're now out 150 coins that you don't have to use for this cell. So what I would think about, look at what Gotenks is doing. Decide if you want him and want to use him, and then look at who is probably slated to come up next. I would pretty much anybody from Sword of Hope Trunks on down to Vegeta, and then on down with the original Dokkan Fest exclusives. Any of those guys have the possibility of Super EZA, and I would say I would be hard pressed to think it would be one of the 120 leads. These guys up here, right? I'm hard pressed to think it would be any one of these. So pretty much Sword of Hope Trunks on down. Look at these guys. is there any one of these guys you need or want or are missing? Then they may be the ones you want to prioritize your coins first, because after all, this is kind of the next point I want to bring up. This is the red dragon stone that is available during the anniversary, which means for us on Global, we'll be getting this during July, and then we'll be getting a second one a month later during Worldwide Celebration. So, I mean, and it's unlikely that the list is going to change too much. I mean, remember, the original Red Dragonstone list hardly changed at all for the time being. And then consider that for, you know, whatever the theme may be. Like, these guys fit the theme of the opening of the anniversary, right? Dragon Ball Super Broly, so that's why they're all here. You know, so, I mean, these are like the special select ones. Last year's Worldwide, the special select ones were the Fusion Zamasu and, where is he? The Fizz Goku Black. Who knows what this year's Worldwide could be? Could be like Gogeta Super, I mean, like, let's say it's like Fusion Reborn is the theme of the Worldwide Celebration. You know, the special selects could be STR Janemba and STR Gogeta, or in Janemba and STR Gogeta, and they may be the ones to get the Super EZA. You may want to consider using your coins, stones for them, and then coins for Gotenks. So you really, it's a lot about what your box is missing. That's what I'm gonna say. But for the time being, for us on Global, knowing that this Gotenks is on this Red Dragonstone availability for the 9th anniversary, unless there's a character here specifically that you're like, nope, I need this character, I need the guarantee for this character because I don't know when they're going to come back. Unless that's your case, I would highly suggest you do not pull for the Gotenks on this banner. Don't use your 150 coins. Just stand fast, right? Just wait till anniversary. Grab them with a free stone so you don't have to waste your coins. And the reason I say that is, right, you know, when we look at the, you know, the 9th anniversary stuff, I just pull up the banners here real quick, right? We go back and we look at, where are we? 5. Oh, too far. Let's go one more, right? We don't want to be giving up coins we need for these guys here, right? You don't want to be, say you missed out on Vegito Blue, right? You didn't pick them up with coins earlier in February, so now's your chance here, right? You may want to consider picking these guys up with coins, or hey, maybe you don't have UI Goku who's getting a bonkers ECA. You may want to consider picking him up, right? Same goes for the Broly here, right? Fusion Zamasu, big on his banner. You may want to consider picking him up if you missed out on him. Or you may want to take the far more conservative route. Let's say you just want to have that backup in case you don't pull Broly or Beast. Maybe you're not pulling Broly at all and you're going all in on Beast. Then it may be worthy of considering to just save your coins altogether until Broly returns in December on the Christmas banner, right? It's going to depend on that, really, who else you're missing. It just, I have a hard time fully recommending spending coins on these. Even though these Super Easy A's are really, really good, I have a hard time recommending just knowing the position if Global is in. If Global was already past the anniversary, I feel like I would be more lenient on saying, hey, yeah, just go for it. But knowing that we're not there yet, you know, there's a chance you could get shafted on Beast or Broly, as well as the fact that he is on the guaranteed redstone, as I showed you guys a minute ago. Pull that back up real quick, right? He's on the guaranteed redstone. I would say it's better to just save your red coins until then, unless you're missing somebody else here. That's really what I would say. So, guys, that is it for the video. I just want to kind of offer my 2 cents. Not to say Gotenks is bad, but I just think, you know, best course of action for now is just to wait if you are on Global Dokkan. So guys, that's it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know which of these upcoming possible Super EZAs might you be missing? Are they anybody from the original Dokkan Fest exclusives? Are they any from the Neo Gods right here that are going to be on the 9th anniversary Redstone? Who are you missing, and who are you intending to use coins for? Or did you drop your 150 on Gotenks? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.